Well, what episode is this, Tim? 31?
31.
31. All right. Well, welcome to Dark Mushroom Media live cast, episode 31.
31.
As always, got Tim and Jose with me.
On base.
It's been
Slapping the base.
it's been kind of a slow news week, but we got some interesting topics we're going to talk about. We're going to discuss a few things.
Debatable.
Touch a little bit on some brief thoughts of Just Cause 3 and
Mordheim. What else came out recently? Things that came out recently.
You know, just throw some stuff out there. We'll see what happens. You know,
So we have to throw it out in the ether and just see what catches.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty
Pretty much.
Spider-Man.
How
Now.
the ether works.
That's exactly how the ether works.
That is absolutely how the ether works.
No.
Well, let's start off with let's discuss a little bit what we've been playing this past week. I know not all of us have been playing recent games, but there was a Steam sale recently. And did any of you guys pick anything up? Anything interesting?
Fucking
I actually did without really knowing there was a sale. If you can believe it. I picked up... Go ahead with that, man. We're looking for...
Oh, goodness.
just dead air.
Tim, what did you pick up, buddy?
That's what you bring, sir. Just dead air.
I was wondering why it suddenly became real quiet.
We're waiting.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, really bad Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. It's something I made.
Oh, did you pick that up?
It's stupid fun. Like, it's such a bad Resident Evil game, but it's such a dumb, fun, just arcade shooter. And if you approach it with that retarded mentality, it's actually a fun game.
Yeah, it's like an on-rails thing, isn't it? You can't really control
It's just the
your
people,
movement.
like, it's just
standards.
that, yeah, pretty much.
Lower your standards.
And everything will be fine.
I
But
don't
it also,
play that.
it still uses games for Windows Live, so that also.
Ah.
I mean, I have
Oh.
no issue with it.
How can you even
The servers,
play?
are, like, you can still play on them. Servers are still there. And with being Capcom, there's a problem. I mean, not a good chance, but there's a chance they'll eventually port it over to Steam work as they're slowly doing with their back catalog. But when I say slowly, I mean like 2 games a year. So.
I mean, fucking...
But boy, I'm adding those gamer score, Palmer. Just adding that to my account.
Yeah.
On the PC. It's amazing.
Good for you.
Yeah, bud.
Good for you.
That's what's. Aside from that, I just picked up a shitload of DLC because nothing really interests me. honestly.
Word. Yeah, I picked up a couple different things. I picked up Titan Souls finally. What else did I pick up? I bought the Dark Souls 2 upgrade. The what is it?
Fuck over the loyal fanbase edition. Raffle.
Scholar of the First Sin.
I've been meaning to pick that up, but it's like something where I can wait a little bit. I've got a huge backlog right now. So.
Yeah, I finally got down to under $20 for the upgrade, so I finally decided to go in for that. What else did I get? I got Ark Survival Evolved, clearly the highlight, the absolute highlight of that. Well, me and Jose have some stories. We'll discuss that in a little bit.
And I'm sure they're riveting.
Oh, they're absolutely riveting. And I finally picked up fucking Shovel Knight.
Well, you had that on Vita, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
just want to flame the shit out of you
Weren't
for
you
not
all
knowing
about
that.
Muffin Night or whatever the hell?
Yeah,
Oh, those
but
are
Shovel
two
Knight.
entirely different, but amazing experiences.
But considering I haven't picked up my Vita in about 200 years,
But Palmer, with the
I
game
will
selection, how
finally-
is that so?
I will finally play Shovel Knight. Well, it's not. It really isn't due to a lack of game selection. I don't know. Whenever I'm on the go, I just play Hearthstone.
It's a thing you can do. Much to the chagrin of many mobile developers, that is a thing you can do.
Yeah, so I don't ever carry my Vita with me, and that's on the go is really the only time that I'd ever really want to play it, unless there's something awesome, and then I'll play it at night, I guess, before I'm going to bed. And do that every once in a while, but I don't know. I'm reading a really good Warcraft book right now, so I don't I don't really want to play anything before I go to bed.
I'm amazed such a thing exists, Palmer.
It's wonderful, dude. I need to catch up on my Warcraft lore before I see the
Oh,
movie, dude.
God.
Before I see the movie, I'm learning all about Duratan and how Ogremar became Ogremar, and just Duratan and
I'm sure it is fucking...
Ogrim Doomhammer just
Tolkien. It's Tolkien.
strolling
You're just
through the
saying
fields
words.
together.
That's
Just
how those books are, Jose. It's
learning-
just words.
Learning about how he got the Doom Hammer and how heavy it feels in his firm grasp.
That is such
You talk about how I haven't gotten a Doom Hammer after playing Hearthstone for over a fucking year.
Well, you
Is that
know.
mentioned in your fucking book, Palmer?
Maybe if you read the books, Tim, you'd have
I'll get a Doom
Hammer.
guard. Fair enough. Well played.
And so
Well
yeah,
met.
I picked up a few. Those were really the highlights. I picked up like I think one other thing, but it was like because it was like $1.
Yeah,
I was like,
everyone
fuck it.
has those.
I'll just grab one and see what it's like. Like honestly, I'm looking through my library right now and I can't even remember what it was. So I'm just gonna discover it like a gem in the rough 2 years from now.
I just add those games to my inventory. I don't add them to my account anymore. I still do that every sale. Like you see like a 10-cent game, like I might give a squirrel fart about this, and instead of just adding it to my account, I throw it in my inventory. And now I have like 2 years worth of shit games in my inventory that I'm never
Yeah.
gonna touch.
So what did you pick up, Jose?
The only interesting thing, Elite Dangerous. It was
Oh, did you
pretty
get
That's
that?
cheap.
not an interesting thing, Jose. I don't know who told you that.
What are you thinking of it so far? Have you played it?
I haven't played it. I don't play games. That's
He just buys
ridiculous.
them.
But it was kind of like rendered moot because I recently bought like a package in Star Citizen.
I did not set this up, Palmer. I swear to God, he did this of his own free will.
So
I swear to you.
I have not had.
Alright.
I've had that space exploration. You know.
Is that where you're on the Star Citizen cast? You fucking betrayer! You Judas!
He's Jose. How do you not see that? Eventually, he'll Judas me and come back to you, and he's just gonna bounce between us till the end of time.
Yeah, well, that's
Faster
the
and
way life
faster.
works.
Delicious.
And then just picked up a bunch of like $5 anime games because they were anime.
But how many
Okay.
Sakura Spirit games did you collect throughout your Steam sale?
Not enough. No, there
There's
was
never enough.
There was like some game that I jokingly linked to him at like 2 a.m. about like women in bathing suits swimming through pools or something like that. And it was like a one of those like novel games or whatever.
That's probably
Eh.
a Sakura game.
And I linked it to him, and then as I linked it to him, I clicked the link again in Steam and realized he already had it in his library. I was like, Jose, buy this. It's dirt cheap. Then I was like, wait, of course. And then in all caps, I was like, of course you already own this.
If it's anime, it's pretty good chance I own it. But if it's like anime girls in bikinis and just walls and walls of text, there.
I'm surprised he
I
didn't
made
flame
that
you.
game.
Like, of course I own this. You scrub.
Ugh, well,
The one
yeah.
thing I'm kind of bummed that I missed out on was Blade Storm. You guys know about that game?
I thought the
Not
port was
at all.
supposed to be awful.
I think it was like the shitty PC port was surprisingly shitty. Got nothing but like bad reviews and fake positive reviews. And
Fake
apparently
positive
it's just a
reviews. Nobody
2007
ever does
game,
those.
Blade Storm for like 360, which was awesome. I think it's available for Xbox One too. I saw it on the store. But I'm bummed because I don't want to pay full retail price for that broken, shitty game. And I'm gonna have to wait till like next year or something. It's
You're
on
gonna
sale
wait
again.
2 weeks for the fucking Steam Christmas sale to come back up. Settle down. It'll be fine.
But yeah, if you guys like Dynasty Warriors and you like France or during the 100-Year War, then
And
this
you
is the
like
game for you.
France.
Have I got a game for you? Have I got a deal for you? So
You really should have.
I don't like any of those things. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like France. Hold up, let me make that clear. But I do not care for any of the things that he described in there.
Palmer, it comes with a True Coat special.
Oh goodness. I
and
just-
it's a giant expansion to the already brilliant strategy game.
what's-
Came out in 2007.
well,
That's it. That's all. I haven't touched a game in a month. At least. Maybe,
but you're buying them.
but I'm buying them.
Support the industry,
They're like
Jose.
Support the death of this Lord experiment.
Oh man. So that leads us to, I guess, the topic that we'll open up with. What do we think of the new format of the Steam sale? or your opinions, thoughts. I know the general online consensus seems to be that it was pretty damn boring.
I mean, that's all that you really need to say.
Yeah.
In one sense, it's kind of cool. Like, everything's
though?
available at all times, but it takes away the whole daily or 12-hour flash sales or shit that where you were like, oh, I got to get to my computer and look at fucking Steam to see what I'm going to waste my money on now. Like, that whole element's just gone. So.
Yeah, like there was something really exciting about like checking out what the next game was going to be, or like what the next flash sale is going to be on, and like kind of keeping your fingers crossed and hoping that one of the games that you really wanted were going to be a part of it. And I don't know, it was interesting. It was like a way of getting the community, I guess, kind of involved in the sale itself.
Yeah. It became a thing, like it was an event.
Yeah, it was, and like I feel like from now on, it's not going to be an event anymore. Everybody's just going to look at the library and be like, "Oh yeah, it's Steam sale." There's going to be that initial surge of excitement. You're going to buy everything you want in the first like 15 minutes, and then that's literally going to be it.
I see them reverting back even as soon as the Christmas sale.
You
like,
think? Really?
Yeah.
Like I thought they changed
Just-
this because of like the return policy.
Yeah, but they weren't. I guarantee you, they just were not raking in the kind of dough they usually were, and they'll just be like, you know what, we can fuck around with some shit. I don't think it might not exactly come back to what it was, but I think you're going to start seeing at least daily deals again and shit like that. Like, I don't know about flash sale type shit, but yeah, I think dailies will definitely come back.
Is it cheaper to just have something that goes on without any real effort, or hiring some fucking firm to like make the sale for you, like and all these bullshit
I don't know.
graphics?
It can't be that complicated to switch up.
I'm
a
sure it's in the
fucking
millions.
every
I bet-
day.
I bet this is super profitable for them. I
I
don't
mean,
see it
fucking
reverting back at
Steam
all.
can do nothing and it'll be profitable for them. Like, they're just gonna make a profit.
Well, like
but-
my question was like, they've really done stuff that's
Excuse me.
incorporated, like the trading cards, like giving everybody special trading cards and stuff. They didn't do any of that with this sale still, and
Well, they didn't historically do it with the autumn sale. That was always the summer and the Christmas event. So
I
I'm
distinctly
absolutely-
remember them doing a trading card thing with the autumn sale last year, though.
No, they didn't.
You sure?
Yeah, because I get all the.
Didn't I
bad-
get like a Halloween card or something from it?
No, there were no Halloween. It was always just been summer and Christmas. Last year, the autumn sale was basically the exact same as the winter or the Christmas sale.
Wait, the autumn sale was that clicker game, was it?
That was last summer.
No, that was summer.
You
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
Yep. Which, man, it was kind of dumb, but at least it was something. But yeah, they're gonna have to do something. Even if they keep the sales like they are, they're gonna have to bring those event things more in than just Christmas and summer. Like, they got to get people excited about Steam sales, and that shit's just not gonna fly.
Well, what do you think? Because like I said, from what I understand, one of the big reasons that they changed the whole format of the sale was just specifically because of the fact that like they had the new return policy, and they didn't want to like deal with, somebody buying a game day one and being an idiot and then not knowing that it was going to get discounted to a steeper price later and having to refund it so they can buy it again at the cheaper price or refund the difference. And since Steam already has just atrocious problems with customer service, I'm sure they really don't want to deal with the massive influx of it. So it's like, all right, how can they kind of like bypass their new return policy but still get the
I mean, they
community
can't
involved in the
stated
sales?
then. Even with forewarning and just having the sale like it is, you're still going to get a massive fucking people the day before a sale buying stuff and then the next day wanting a refund. Like, that's always going to be a thing on Steam. It's not going to be like every sale is always going to be publicly known ahead of time. Like, it's just always going to be a thing. You have a point with the whole, like, just the mass, like, influx of them with the Steam sales. But honestly, I don't know. Like, it's not that hard for them to do that, but on the other hand, once it happens, once you have so many cases of it, and yeah, their customer support is just awful, and even with something as simple as that, it'll take them days to get back to you. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, they know the Steam noticed how people were fucking bored with this past sale, and they're gonna do something to improve on it for the next go around, in my opinion.
Have they said anything to that extent?
Yeah, I
No,
was
they're
wondering.
Steam. They never say anything.
It's true.
They're Evil Shadow Corporation. They are Deus Ex.
I mean, like, we don't have any stats to kind of like back up that. Like, I understand that like the consensus is that it was boring, but we have no stats that back up our claim that they sold any less because of it.
my Steam feed was a lot lessened than it normally is during even just not big event sales, just Steam sales.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a good gauge, at least for your friend pool.
No. I've got roughly 30 or 40 people on my friends list, and maybe 5 actually bought something. Much less than that actually, bought multiple things.
Yeah.
I think it was me, you, Jose, and someone else. That was the only people on my radar I even saw buy anything.
It's just so weird. I'm so used to everybody buying something.
Yeah,
But
usually your feed is fucking clogged, but...
do you think anything could have to do with the fact that Fallout just came out and so many people are still... I still see so many people playing that.
Even shit like The Witcher came out 6 months ago. People are still content in playing that. Like, this year's been pretty good for fucking video games. I think just the timing, of the autumn sale, being in autumn, not very good. Christmas, they'll absolutely do better, but, yeah, just Fallout, fucking Call of Duty, Halo, everything, the yearly cycles came out this year, so it's just, a lot of shit. People are playing shit.
Also, only 10% on Vermintide. What the fuck? What in the actual fuck?
Well, they sold 10 times more games than they thought they would, so they're like, no, fuck Palmer, we're going to keep that shit. I hope that never goes below 10%. Just to spite you. That would please me.
Whatever, dude. I'll wait. I'll wait it out like I did with Dark Souls. I didn't buy Dark Souls until it was under $20.
Yeah, no. When you have your fucking convictions, you stick to them. I'll give you that.
Yeah, so...
At least when it comes to, Steam sales. Actually, pretty much only when it comes to Steam sales, but, you got that going for you.
It's because I get so angry. 10% off. It's like a slap in the face. It really is, Joe, dude. It's like they're challenging me to
feel
fucking
entitled to more of a discount?
Well, see,
I absolutely
The
do.
game came out a month ago, Jose, so he wants it at half off.
No. I would have settled for 20%. I would have...
That extra $3 really means that much to you?
Yep. What else do we have on the list, Tim?
Well, speaking of Vermintide, like I just said, the game sold much better than they thought they would, and they've already announced they're coming out with some new free DLC, and in the same patch, they're going to address the item system a little bit, because people are kind of... It's just clunky. It's not bad, it's just a very clunky system, I feel. And they're going to be doing some improvements on that, putting out new weapon sets, bullshit like that. They are going to do paid content, and they're started listening to the community as to what they want. Like if you want chaos, if you want fucking dark elves, just different.
You mean
types.
as playable characters?
Yeah, as enemy.
As enemy types.
Yeah, they're already talking about that. Yeah,
That wasn't on the page I was reading.
Oh well, that was on the dev blogs I've been reading.
Oh.
Because I read those. I like the game, but yeah, it's it's got a good looking future ahead of it. Hopefully they don't add cosmetic crates like Killing Floor and Payday, but
I hope that's the next patch. I hope that's
That'll be a sad day because not only will I be depressed, but Palmer will be there going ah.
And they're not just cosmetic items, Tim. They offer stat boosts.
Stat boosts.
I would absolutely welcome that.
Stat boost paid items?
Dude, do you know how many shit players are on this game? Even if they're higher levels, you need any help you can get.
You say I'm what's wrong with gaming, Tim.
It's not. You have to understand. It's not principles with Jose. It's just mechanical with him. He doesn't think like normal people.
Think like a consumer.
Well, I saw the video game he tried to make.
A person
I
that
understand.
nobody likes.
Your Kickstarter's going really poorly.
I think that shit failed. 2 backers. Which is probably the same person.
I think no. I think it had 3 before the end of it.
Poor bastard.
No, God. The website though. Did you see the website?
Yeah,
the website was what really
scam.
just. The website is just really what sold it 100%. Oh, if you guys should just go to guardiansofperu.com. I just became aware that maybe people would want to know what we're talking about.
Might edit it out.
What we're referencing is a really goofy Kickstarter that one of us, I can't remember which one of us came across. And now we're just talking about it on the cast because it was Guardians of Peru.
Oh, it's so...
Something Jose took to heart.
As soon as I read that it was supposed to be a video game, I immediately started laughing.
First impression was it's a
did you not read the description? It's a video game that ties into a novel
and a trilogy of films
and a movie. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What fever dream child's fucking imagination made that?
You're probably exactly what you just said. A fever dream child's imagination.
Who is clearly Peruvian.
Jose,
Clearly
do you have
not
a kid,
Peruvian.
dude?
Because
Jose,
like they
out of control.
wrote everything. Like, you know, they weren't native English speakers, but the fucking Kickstarter was made in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you implying there are no Peruvians
even
in Salt
in
Lake
Peru-
City? Comments.
I 100% am saying that.
Yeah, I probably agree with that, honestly.
And in this day and age, like even in like the most rural part of Peru, you will absolutely find someone who is like very fluent. That's just how it is. So they have no excuse, even if it was legit. They have no excuse, you know, for having such glaring fucking grammatical errors and fucking weird syntax and whatever. You know. I took more issue with the presentation than the.
Are you trying to say that the whole
false
Kickstarter
content.
is racist?
It's a racing.
Can confirm Jose said
it's a
Kickstarter
sham.
is racist.
Damn
Quick.
racism.
Quick, somebody get in contact with Destructoid. Those idiots will blog about anything.
That's what you need. That's a feminazi.
About ethics in games journalism. Come on.
There's no such thing as games journalism.
There's just no such thing as journalism anymore.
Yeah,
dude.
let's
like,
just
honestly. Let's
We all
just
saw the
drop
fifth
word
season of The
journalism.
Wire. We know what's happening. Good stuff.
Is that really what we're gonna go with? We're leading with the 5th season.
I mean, pretty much.
Okay.
Alright, let's get back to video games instead of Peru Guardians and Wires. And
Those
Sham
were
and
video games.
racism.
Dude, a
gonna
Wire
make
video game? Hold on. Can we
Guardian.
start a Kickstarter for a Wire video game? From the
You
developers
play as Omar.
From
Oh
the-
my god, that would be delicious.
from the developers of Brew Guardian.
In collaboration with the Hatred people. Omar Simulator. Each like the levels can be broken up by the seasons. That would actually be amazing.
That would be absolutely amazing. Just
Unlockable character Lester Freeman.
One of the episodes just starts with you sucking a big black dick.
Where in The Wire did that happen?
Omar, dude, come on.
Oh yeah, good. I just don't remember fucking Omar with a cock in his mouth. And that's the opening of The Wire. It's just Omar with a cock in his mouth. I didn't remember that. I'm sorry. Thought it was on the street with some dude who McNulty talking. No, it was Omar with a cock in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Seen the fucking first episode 100 times. I just can't remember that part. My bad.
I've never seen The Wire.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people that haven't seen The Wire, I guess.
And they're all massive disappointments. Moving on. What do we got? So, like you were saying earlier, stuff that came out recently. Palmer, you've been messing around with Just Cause 3. Looks pretty cool. Looks like Just Cause 2. That's not a bad thing at all. Why
No.
don't you tell us about it a little bit? Why don't you delve into it, Palmer?
Well, I think I've literally played a half hour of it. I just played it before I started playing it right before we did the
Does
cast.
it feel and control nicely like Just Cause 2 did?
Yeah, well, it controls about as clunky as Just Cause 2
I remember it being really
very-
Well, it feels I'm
It might
playing
be
it with I'm playing
nostalgic.
it with a mouse and keyboard, and I feel like I should be playing it with a gamepad.
Yeah, I think that's what I
Dual
use.
joysticks.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fun. The game's pretty. The explosions are beautiful. We'll report back with more next week.
Do you know if it has a multiplayer portion?
I didn't see an option for that.
Okay, it probably might not. Like that was the most.
Yeah,
fun
You
I've
do
had.
have to always be online though to play it, so there's that.
Fun. I love that video games.
And like the first thing that you're greeted with is please sign up for a Square Enix account. Like it doesn't make you, you can skip it, thank God, but just
Square Enix boys. I think I had to do that
please.
shit with Final Fantasy 7 and 8.
Yeah, and you couldn't
Steam.
skip that.
Steam or
Yeah,
GOG
I did that.
and Origin because I have to. But Steam or and GOG are the only ones that'll be a part of by choice, damn it.
GOG boys.
GOG best.
But yeah, the Just Cause 2 multiplayer
I
mod
guess
like years ago.
Battle.net.
That was so amazing. So I kind of hope there's some type of thing, even if they add it down the line. For just
Well, I mean, like, I feel like they wouldn't have, like, it's weird. It just says single player in the menu and then, like, graphics options and video options and, like, all that other stuff. So I feel like it wouldn't just say single player if they weren't planning on doing some sort of multiplayer eventually. And knowing those devs, honestly, they'll probably release it for free.
Yeah, I mean,
Although they're
that's
part of
the second.
Square Enix now.
That could be a
Online
problem.
DRM. That is a thing. That is a way. That is a hell of a way to make an introduction. Connecting to servers. I thought this was a single player game. Welcome to the future of gaming, boys.
It's fun.
Future.
Such fun.
Speaking of future gaming, I spent all night updating Xbox and updating games that I installed. That was a fun experience.
Wait, you bought an Xbox? Xbox?
An Xbox?
An Xbox?
And I tried installing like the rare
replay.
and that was just I didn't know they were all like installs. I thought it was on disc, but apparently not. And then each one had an update.
Yeah.
Even my controller updated.
Yeah.
Like mid updates. It was
Welcome to
interesting.
Xbox. Stay a while.
But you got it up and running now?
Yep.
What have you been playing? The Replo?
Just Snake Rattle and Roll. I installed everything. I only played like 2 minutes of Snake Rattle and Roll, and then
That
I
was
made
all you
sure.
needed.
Yeah, right. Oh, seriously, that was like my favorite game. Like, being
Explains
completely
much.
serious.
Not Blast Corps? Come on, man. Blast Corps for life.
I don't think that was on NES.
Oh no, Blast Corps was like
64.
late 90s.
64. Oh, dude, you know what real quick, total fucking side note, we're on a nostalgic tangent right now. So I participated in the Reddit Secret Santa thing this year. my gift came earlier today, and it is a like small silver compact box that plays both NES and Super NES games, and like 2 controllers, and they both, pretty much feel like the SNES controllers. And I have all these SNES games that I haven't played in fucking, I don't even know, at least a decade. I can't remember when I got rid of my Super Nintendo. It was at least a decade ago, probably more like 15 years ago. But yeah, it was a blast. It's awesome that I have this thing now. But
Yeah,
those
me
games,
too.
That's cool.
those games look like poo poo on on HD
televisions. Yeah, they don't look good. You gotta run that shit at standard. You're gonna have problems.
Yeah, dude, I was trying to. I can't, Tim. My TV doesn't do standard definition.
Yeah, you're gonna have problems.
I was trying to play fucking Donkey Kong, dude. I
You just
remember.
gotta drive around parking lots and like dump
Yeah,
stuff. Look for a
serious.
television, then you're good to go.
I just remember thinking about how good those graphics were as a kid. I remember like the first time I put in like Donkey Kong Country, dude, and I was just like, wow.
Cart level, just load your fucking.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. And yeah, play a little Link to the Past.
Couldn't you find something like a peripheral that'll up-res it? In a way, I'm sure.
I
I've
mean,
seen
this
pictures.
this thing actually at least formats it so it's in 16:9 ratio, but it crops off a little bit of like the top screen and a little bit of the bottom, like a very little bit. So you can actually play it so it's in 16:9, but it's still.
On certain games,
The
it'll probably be an
pixels as
issue.
big as your hand.
Yeah, you can change it to 4:3 like on the fly. You don't need to restart anything, but you can. I don't know. It seems interesting. It's doing its best to make it look as good as possible on HD TVs. I can't remember what the fucking box is called. I threw it away already, but it's fucking awesome.
Oh, so it was
this
like
gaming peripheral.
a
is.
store-bought thing, not like a
Yeah.
self-made.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
get on
yeah.
like Amazon now, like old Sega Genesis cartridges. But yeah, I've been meaning to pick up one of the Super Nintendo. I still have my Super Nintendo, but I still have some old Nintendo cartridges I'd like to fuck around with.
Yeah, like I never. My first home console was an SNES, so I didn't like have an original Nintendo. But Kelly has like all these original Nintendo games that she's just got lying around. So like I'm getting ready to just go ham on some Super Mario Brothers 3. It's gonna happen.
Oh man, you gotta get that Aliens game. I can't remember what it was actually called, but there was a really crappy but awesome Aliens game.
No, the one that I am like
Alien Storm.
No, like Aliens,
Okay.
like the movie.
Do you remember the Aliens versus Predator game?
like
Where
the
you were one of
Genesis
3
one?
Marines, and it played like Streets of Rage?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the greatest game ever. What the fuck was it called?
That was for the Super Nintendo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Genesis?
I'm sure it came out on both.
Probably did, yeah. Still remember that cartridge. It's like the Predator and the Alien, like their face grappling.
It was a Capcom game.
But the one that I'm like really looking forward to putting in and actually sitting down and playing is the Batman Returns game on SNES. Because that thing was a fucking masterpiece. Dude.
Needs more steel.
Genesis was the masterpiece.
Huh? Oh, for. Oh man, that's funny that you think that.
He's mocking you. You're laughing at you
To your face.
Yeah, but like the Batman Returns one on SNES was like, I don't know, it's like a Streets of Rage side scroller beat 'em up game, and the final boss is the Penguin, and he rides around on a giant yellow duck, and it's fucking awesome. Meanwhile, penguins are just like shooting missiles at you from that you have to like dodge. Oh, it's great. Just Danny DeVito's fucking pixelated voice coming through that wonderful chipset. Oh man, and just like bosses that just like don't exist anywhere in the movie at all. Like I had played that game religiously and I had never seen the movie until like, I don't know, I was like 16 or 17, and there were all these bosses that I expected to have some sort of role in the film. And I just remember the first time seeing the actual movie, I was so disappointed that all these characters that I had beaten up like incessantly as a child didn't exist in this movie at all. There's like one of the bosses is like a carnival guy, and he's got a dancing monkey in a cage, and inside the bottom of a cage is a minigun, and he just like fires it at you. It's like a Gatling gun, dude. He's just over here cranking the thing. I remember waiting for that scene to be in the film and just being like so fucking disappointed, dude, that it wasn't in there.
That was a director's cut. Would have been better. That was a director's cut.
Monkey chain gun that would have made the movie better.
Yeah, absolutely.
They called organ grind.
I think it was called like the organ grinder or something in the game. I don't know.
Well, that's what that thing is, right? That monkey man.
Oh yeah, I guess he is actually in the. But he's not like.
Did your whole story just go out the fucking window, Palmer?
God,
is that what we just witnessed
in the
here?
film.
Are you a fucking liar?
Apparently.
You're a fucking liar.
But he's like, he looks so much different in the game, and he's like, oh, hold on, this is a picture of the duck. Just to give you guys an idea of how wonderful this game was back in the day. Back in the day. I don't know, we'll have to like put a link to it underneath the video at the end. That's not the I don't know. Anyways, I'm done with my nostalgic tangent.
Ironically, I think we're on
the game is called Alien vs. Predator SNES.
Does it actually say SNES at the end of it?
Mm-hmm. Activision, Jordan Information Global Service supported development. It was not a Capcom.
I mean, back when Activision was cool. Cool and fun.
The coolest and the funnest.
But there was a Capcom game that was an Alien vs. Predator game.
No, the newest
Nothing adds up
iterations
at
are Sega. That adds to your confusion. So, what were we talking about? Just Cause 3, fun. I think Palmer, verdict, fun. Fun
yeah,
verdict.
so far. Like I said, I'll have a more in-depth discussion of it next week.
Next go around. Word. What did I play recently released? Mordheim. Warhammer game I mentioned a couple times on the cast. It's basically XCOM, but with a Warhammer skin, kind of. But it's based on the Mordheim board game, so it's more focused on that than just Warhammer, so it's very dark and green and awesome and funny. But yeah, that was in early access for a year it released. It actually has content. It has like 4 campaigns. It has multiplayer. And Palmer, the one thing that might interest you is a lot of people have bitched about. The game is basically run like XCOM with Iron Man mode constantly on. So if your guy gets, injured, loses an arm, or just fucking dies, like he's fucked. No resting period. They did add a mode where you cannot do that, but initially that was like the main
Wasn't there
play style.
there was some other game that came out or is getting ready to come out? Some Wild West game, turn-based.
Oh yeah, that came out a week. I can't remember the title, but it came out about a week ago.
Hard West.
Yeah, it's like an
Yeah.
isometric.
You got to take the train west, Tim. That's literally what the game is about, and I want to play it so badly. It's silly.
You just want to relive the adventures of Bohan, and
Yeah,
I
dude.
know what that life's about.
Absolutely, dude. Just really want to have a good friend that gets eaten by a bear.
Is there a game that? Oh wait, no.
But yeah, that game looked interesting. Hard West. But apparently, it's got like a similar mode where anything that happens to you in the game like gets saved permanently, and I think there's actually like if like one of 3 characters dies at any point during the game, like that's the end of it. Like you have to start all over again.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Games need that.
But yeah, I'm interested in that. That looks like it will be a lot of fun.
I thought there was something else that came out, but apparently not. Dirty Bomb had an update / event. In the past, they've just done updates, like akin with, I don't know, Insurgency, Age of Chivalry, Killing Floor, whatever fucking games we talk about on this cast. They actually did an event where they had like limited edition crate drops, where you could get limited edition loadout cards, limited edition stuff, and they added a new game mode, which is basically Counter-Strike mode with a couple new maps, and another new map for the original mode. So they've been adding a lot of content to that game. They're up to like 12 mercs or something like that. So hopefully they fix the UI and they release it out of beta soon, because I like that game. I think it's funsies. And it should be finished already, goddammit. I want it done. And I want them to fix the UI because it's terribly laggy. But it's a fun game. Don't Starve developers, they're just running ham over there. They released a new bit of Don't Starve DLC for the single-player portion of the game, not the early access multiplayer portion of the game. And it is being touted as early access DLC. I don't have words. Early access DLC is just... that shit's disgusting. Jose, you like Don't Starve comments.
I love Don't Starve.
I actually don't have a problem with Don't Starve. I don't dislike the game. It's just, I don't know. I couldn't really get into it, but I acknowledge that it has certain merit to it. But the developers...
That's also debatable, but it's definitely a fun time waster. Yeah, when you told me that the other day, I guess it wasn't exactly surprised, seeing as what they try to pull with the beta buy-in, essentially.
Right.
So, and it just seems like they're just trying to find, other means to make more money besides like Kickstarter or asking for money. So they slapped together something. So can't speak to it. Don't even know about it. Don't know anything about it. But I won't get it. I'm not going to support this weird practice. But enough people probably did, so nothing will change.
Like
so
I was going to say,
they fucking point.
They have a
Next
very
topic.
loyal fan base. They don't even care about this. They're getting mad at people that get mad for something as, fucking what the fuck as early access DLC. But yeah, their fans bought it, and they're going to continue to support into their tactics and whatnot.
We've discussed in the past, speak with your wallet, make as much noise as possible, even if you're like a silent minority, because your opinion still matters. So if you don't like some shady practice, then
Don't buy
hit
it.
them where it hurts in their wallet.
Have to hit them. Just
That being
don't buy it.
said, I will.
No. You
never
have
stop
to
playing
hit
like
them.
game.
You have to hit them.
You
with
have
your
to hit
wallet.
them.
Make sure there's no money in it, then throw it.
Hit them with money. Silver dollars preferred.
And get some of those like giant fucking 50-cent coins that you can kill people.
A Sacagawea.
Yeah.
No. A sack full of Sacagaweas.
Slap into
Sack
bits.
or a sock?
A sack and
A
sock.
sack full.
A sack
A
and
sock sack? Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like a sock sack isn't going to do much damage.
Well, it could if it's full of Sacagaweas.
Inside the socks.
Inside,
in the sack
yes.
made of socks.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Good stuff. But yeah, that happened. Other quick stuff. Nether's been updating slowly but surely. The developers that originally had it lost it, and they got the IP back, and they're slowly trying to build back the fan base. And it's not even Nether anymore. It's called Nether Resurrected. So you can do private servers and stuff like that, and they're slowly improving on it.
They
So
should have just called it Nesurrected.
Nesurrected. I really like Nether. I was very unhappy when it just went to utter shit, so I'm happy it's slowly becoming not shit. That's where I'm at. I was tired of zombie early access survivals games.
Oh,
Fuck dinosaurs.
That's
I
why,
like the idea
that's why
of
Ark
demons.
came along and changed our lives, Jose.
Yeah.
Changed our lives. I am determined to log back into that server. That wall will be ours, Jose. That wall will be ours.
Except when the server wipes and then if the wall's not there. Speaking of just fucking hilarity, we've talked about Payday 2 in the past. We talked about how it pretty much just went to shit. And now, just to make us grin even harder, Payday 2 is adding a they're making their microtransaction system a bit worse by adding in cash drop and XP boost drop things.
Yeah, could you explain what that means?
You pay money, you get X amount more dollars, you get X amount of more XP for a certain amount of in-game time. It's not a uncommon system. Lots of games use this, but the fact that Payday's doing this on top of all the shenanigans they already pulled, it's funny. Like there's no other way to look at it. It's just fucking funny at this point.
Well,
good for them.
Yeah.
It's just fucking.
What's really good for them is the fact that they still seem to have plenty of people interested in playing that game.
It's sad, depressing, and scary all at once. That's what's happening. Early access DLC and fucking good stuff.
Has anybody brought that up to Corbin
totally.
in a few days?
Yeah,
I feel like one of us needs to be on rotation to constantly remind Corbin that game is broken now.
Until he kills himself, then we can. And even then, we'll think about it.
Mm-hmm. And even then, we'll just send a bouquet to his grave every morning.
Oh, speaking on crate drops and stuff, killing
Pay to pray.
Pay to pray.
That's actually historically been a thing, hasn't it?
That's great.
I'm pretty sure that's actually been a thing throughout history.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's called a tithe, I think.
Jesus.
Anyway, Killing Floor adding in cosmetic stuff in the form of crate drops. I'm not a fan of the crate drop model. I preferred the whole skin bundle that they did with the first game, but whatever. Old Killing Floor vets don't really care. There's no stat boost or anything like that allowed to akin to the Payday stuff, so it's whatever. But a lot of people that just picked up Killing Floor 2 because, it's an early access, and they're like, oh, the first game was supposed to be good. They're kind of like, what the fuck? Cosmetics? But, anyone that played Killing Floor 1 knew the shit was coming, so that storm has kind of already blowed over. And the Patriarch update is coming in December, this month. They remodeled him a little bit. He's a bit more beefy, a bit more bloaty.
Retarded looking?
A little more green, kind of retarded looking.
Hold on.
He still has his tank gun, though.
Here's the thing that bothers me about the Killing Floor stuff, though. You're over here, ready just to skip over this little fact that they're releasing these microtransactions already before the game's done. Before the game is finished.
That is true.
They are releasing these microtransactions when I've been over here. Day one purchaser, by the way, has been waiting for the fucking sniper class to come out.
Not coming, Palmer. It's not the next update. It's
what are the 6 weapons that they added?
The Firebug, Demo, and there was Assault, Medic, Support, something else. I off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. The newest one coming is the Gunslinger perk, like the dual revolvers, dual Eagles type thing.
Yeah, that's not
not sniper.
That's not a sniper.
A lot of people on the Reddits are mad that there's no sniper perk. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The fact that they pulled this before it was actually out of early.
It legitimately upsets me.
The way they word their updates to the way they would in Killing Floor 1. So instead of saying like, "Hey, we're getting closer to completing the game," they're like, "Hey, new free content," because that's how they did it in Killing Floor. Mm. But now that it's in early access, you shouldn't really.
It's not free content. It's you giving me the game that I paid for.
Progressing towards the game. Correct? Yeah. So it's just the way they word that. They really need to stop doing that.
So that's what bothers me is the fact that they had at some point during the development cycle of the game, the development cycle of the development cycle of the game, they set aside a team that implemented these
It's
fucking
90% of it's,
microtransactions.
community made.
No, I get that, but they set aside a team of people, and it could have just been two, that set up menus or whatever and allowed these mods to get imported into the game before the fucking game is done.
Well, to be fair, they're kind of building it from the ground up with the Steam Workshop capabilities. Like, that's why it's all coming together in that update. I'm still absolutely with you in the fact that the game should have fucking released the game first, but it's kind of intertwined with the Steam Workshop, which is coming in the next update, too, in addition to a couple new things. But in the update, I think it's just a new boss from the first game, even though it's not the same boss. But the way it's supposed to work out is it's like a 50-50 chance of which boss you get, so that'll be kind of randomized. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
but yeah, aside from that, just new gun perk, a couple new weapons, some other little things, but yeah, still not exactly towards the 1.0 thing. I don't think they'll be hitting that for a little bit. And yeah, I would actually... I kind of want to see the sniper class, just because I kind of want snipers in some of my games when you get into big battles with multiple, with 8 people in your team. Sniper's not a bad thing to have.
Yeah, because I mean, I really enjoy making those heads pop on those big baddies before they even get to us.
Who doesn't?
How many open bases are there in the game where that would be viable? I can't really think of many.
On non-modded servers, I think it's 6 or 8.
Well, no, the sniper class, I guess there's it helps to have distance with you, but there's plenty of rifles that the snipers can play with. At least there were in the base game that don't require zooming in or anything like that. I think
yeah, sniper is definitely a viable thing in killing.
Yeah, because I mean, all you're doing is just going for sniper class meant you did more damage with headshots. You could be using a pistol and you could still crush a Zed's head. Yeah. So I mean, that's the whole thing.
So were you upset that the class wasn't introduced or the actual gun?
As far as I know, there's not a sniper rifle in
No, there isn't. It'll be introduced with the class.
Yeah.
So he's upset about the class not being introduced because it comes with the gun.
Yes. If they had a sniper rifle in the game, I'd at least be a little happy. But that doesn't exist yet either.
Dualies all day, every day, apparently.
And if it's not, I swear to God, if the next patch doesn't have the fucking sniper class, that's it. I'm uninstalling until the game's done. That's it. Because I'm fed up. I'm sick of this nonsense.
I went on
You're mad as hell.
I'm mad as hell.
He's not going to take it anymore. I went on a killing floor spree a little bit around Halloween. It was fun times.
Yeah. Well, I
with
mean,
the Steam Workshop, I'm really looking forward to that. Just for the just more mods, more better.
That is the time of year to play.
Yeah, and it's getting towards December. I hope they didn't do anything for Halloween in either Killing Floor game, just because I guess they were busy with this. So I kind of hope they do something for Christmas. But it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't, just because.
Yeah.
Stuff. And that you have to keep in mind they're also working on Red Orchestra pretty heavily right now too. So.
Well, that's the other thing. I as much as I really would love for there to be holiday content in Killing Floor, I would, like I said, rather they added the fucking sniper class before they added
really
any
honing in on the
content.
sniper thing, aren't you?
Look. There's one thing that I want, and if I haven't made that clear yet, I don't know what else to do.
What about the Only Forwards class? I thought you'd love that. That's all anyone plays.
That was fun for a while. A while. But the bottom line for that is they need to add more diverse. I don't know. They need to add more diverse weaponry, I guess.
You're right. There needs to be more diversity there. I agree.
Like a sniper class, for instance, that would add plenty of diversity. What kind of grenades do you think snipers would get? I hope they get some sort of recon grenade where it pings all the Zed locations.
I don't know. They've got EMPs, Molotovs, explosives, remotes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing. Some sort of radar detection grenade where you can see where Zeds are coming from or something.
Fucking call in a fucking UAV. Is that what you want, Palmer?
Yeah, dude. I'd be all over it as a sniper. Sniping fools from far away. UAV detected.
Lord, please no, not in my Killing Floor. Although I do hope there's a mod for it, just because I want that to exist.
Kill streak mod.
Yeah. And the Halo double Kilimanjaro. I want that in Killing Floor.
Oh man, that's what they should take that Halo announcer and make a fucking Dota
I should
announcer.
take that Halo announcer and do many things with that. I feel like there's much potential there.
Yeah. That'd be awesome, dude, because he could totally be like, it's a kill-tacular for a Rampage, and that would be so much better. I don't know.
Gibbs. Needs the Gibbs.
All the Gibbs.
Any outstanding issues you gentlemen would like to discuss?
So many outstanding issues. There's one that really comes to mind right now. It's the fact that there's no sniper class in killing.
Persistent, motherfucker, I'll give you that. Dear Tripwire, please, for my sake, add the sniper class. I'm tired of this motherfucker and his sniper class bitching. Please add. Much love.
I have a gripe. My gripe is that Tim is a lying whore who doesn't tell you about these amazing fucking LTI deals on cheap ships that'll give you...
I did not set this up, I swear to God.
Fucking
I had nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
I don't want nothing to do with this.
I didn't ask for this, Palmer.
No?
So there's this $30 ship that apparently you can just melt into like
You don't melt
steel
it,
beams,
ignorant
and then
slut. You don't
keep,
melt
like the lifetime insurance for any ship.
Uh-huh.
And Tim refused to like tell anyone about it because
Oh
he
my
wants to keep
God.
all this secret information to himself.
Wants to keep all the steel beams to himself. Is that what you're telling
Only
me?
I am dank enough
Exactly.
to melt steel beams. We're not worthy to melt steel beams, Jose. Basically, I saved Jose from spending hundreds of dollars on literally nothing, and he's mad at me. Even though I
Heaven
tried
forbid.
my best not to save Jose hundreds of dollars on literally nothing.
Can we talk about Shaq Fu?
Yes! I would love to talk about Shaq.
All right, we're going to talk about Shaq Fu. Apparently, the big man himself, the Shaq. Yes,
Wrong guy.
That's right, folks. It's Shaq. He came out and said that there will be a surprise in quotes for people who are watching the VGAs that are fans of Shaq Fu. I hate the VGAs and everything that it
I was
stands
about
for.
to say, who the fuck watches the
So I will be waiting until it's just a trailer on YouTube, but I am very excited nonetheless for a Shaq Fu game. How do you guys play
Shaq Fu was the originator of
I
the dank
really-
meme. Can't confirm.
Yeah, yes. You're right. Shaq Fu was a
the
dank
original
meme
dank
before dank memes really existed. You're right.
And a cartridge.
Man,
Just so
that
much
was such
meme.
a weird fucking story. So that like that it made absolutely no sense.
Really?
Like-
Shaq Fu didn't make sense?
It's like most fighting games don't make any sense at
No.
all.
There's at least like a very loose thread kind of tying everything together. This is just Shaq leaves a game. He leaves practice, right? And then he like gets zapped into some like Egypt world or something, and then he's just fighting like fucking sultans or whatever, and catwomen, and goblins named Memphis, if I remember correctly.
I mean, that's what happens when ball is live, Jose. You gotta remember.
Also, there was an Indiegogo apparently, where this mega billionaire asked for money to make a game about him. What the hell? Is that even?
I don't know.
understand.
All I
Why
can-
did he just make it for free and release it for free?
All I have to say is that the
He'll still make money.
the new Shaq Fu game better fucking have the Monstars in it.
From Space Jam?
Yes.
Palmer, don't you worry. I'm sure that'll be the first DLC content.
And I will gladly buy it. $30, fuck it, whatever. God, twice the amount of the game's base price. Because if this thing releases above
I can't wait for the
$15.99, I
Space
can't
Jam
see
fucking
anybody.
DLC pack.
Oh
Palmer.
god, dude, no. No. The NBA Space Jam. From downtown!
He's heating up!
He's on fire!
I might actually purchase that.
But yeah,
Game's all spent.
I
The
am
hell?
super duper excited for Shaq Fu. Like, going back and playing Shaq Fu as an adult, I realize I really do realize how awful that game was
yeah, it's terrible.
in terms of it being a fighter. But as a kid, I didn't recognize any of that, and I just enjoyed the fact that I was Shaq and I could make blood pour out of people after entering a code. That
I
was
just
like
love the concept of killing people with basketballs. Like, it's fantastic.
it is. It's amazing. I'm excited for it. And the other big thing that has me just chubbies all over the place is that Shadow Complex is getting remastered for the PC. That I love like Metroidvania-esque games. Games, you know, like oh god damn it, we were just talking about it earlier. Flashback and
this
and
game
stuff like that.
Dude, this game was fucking awesome.
Told you we played it.
And I absolutely just fucking fell in love with Shadow Complex. So I'm 100% ready. I mean, this game is out 10 years fucking too late, but whatever.
It came out in 2009 originally, but yeah, it was a big hit when it came out.
Yeah. So I mean,
It was
so
the
I guess it's
biggest
like 6
download
years.
at the time. Like
Yeah, dude, like that
downloadable title.
I remember, like, up until that point, like, you know, people like did DLC and stuff, but nobody really did like a lot of those arcade games unless you were like super hardcore. And that was like the first game that came out on like Summer of Arcade that everybody, literally everybody on my fucking Xbox friends list was playing. Like, I remember
It was
that
mostly
very
just like
distinctly.
old ports and weird indie games before that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
and they had
controversial action.
a cap. They could only be like at most like 200 something megabytes.
Yeah, that's why they were usually
Mhm.
just older titles.
Dude, this was important. This means something.
But yeah, I will absolutely pick that up right along with you. Is there any sort of a date or anything confirmed?
Nope. And I mean, honestly, this isn't even confirmed by the company. It's coming from a Peggy listing.
It had to be Peggy Palmer. It just had to be.
It had to be Peggy, just singing
Jesus Christ.
singing the songs, singing
Singing her songs.
singing her songs about
Of
the shadow
woe.
complexes, the
I hope
complex
that actually
shadows.
I
I'm
assumed
saying-
when you told me that it was just happening, so now I kind of wanted to.
From a GameSpot article written today, it said that the release date was today, according to
wait,
that
it's
Peggy
out?
release.
Good lord, GameSpot, get your shit together.
Okay, there's
No,
Unless
they
it
just-
came out
they just-
today, in which
they
case
just
Palmer,
copy
get your shit
pasted
together.
whatever release this was, whatever information.
there is nothing about a release date on this Destructoid article. But like I said, those bastards will blog about anything.
Yeah, these quality websites we're
The
mentioning.
game will be available from December 2nd, according to a Luxembourg Society Shadow Complex Peggy listing.
Fucking Peggy's. Why do you trust
It would be on Steam, right?
I'd assume so.
Oh,
I saw nothing in the Steam feed.
Let's check
so-
the store.
Nope.
You're a fucking lawyer.
Huh? Wastewalkers came out. That looks like fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Destructoid article that doesn't list a release date at all. And generally, if a Peggy listing comes out, it's gonna be way before a video game is released. So
Oh, you're right. It's one of those European listings, so it came out in February 12th of this year. You're right, my mistake.
wait, what?
It didn't come out February. Oh my god.
Do you understand how time works, Jose?
That was a joke about how they put the date and the month wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
This is America.
Yeah.
I win.
Still, the concept of time and space is just something
Jesus.
lacking.
Jesus. Well, is there anything else we have to discuss, boys? Or are we going to end it on that high note? Wait, no! Platinum Games is doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game called Mutants in Manhattan, and I'm super duper excited.
But it does not end in time, therefore I do not give a shit.
Well, you know.
Add that in time, Palmer, and I'm right there with you.
Mutants in Manhattan in time.
In
There you
time.
go.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That's the title. That's how you win video game awards. And Shaq presents them to you, apparently.
Well, you know. Platinum. Is
Any
fucking amazing.
any sort of info on what kind of game it's going to be, like aside
Nope. Except that it's going to be published by Activision. Just saw that.
Oh,
no
God,
Longer,
why?
no longer interested. Take it all back.
But Palmer, the turtle skin DLC you can pick up, it's going to be amazing. And the maps that'll divide the multiplayer community if it has multiplayer. It'll be so awesome, Palmer.
So
How are you not
good.
excited?
Dude, if they add DLC like that replaces the turtles from like the second movie, that skin, that'd be fucking awesome. Those are creepy as hell, fucking whatever the hell you call them, masks, caricatures,
Turtles?
People seem pretty excited about
armature.
this, though.
I don't know what word I'm looking for.
I mean, fucking apparently Ninja Turtles still have staying power. I don't know how, but I guess they've
Kids.
had
There's always gonna be
they've had
kids.
cartoon shows and shit throughout the years, haven't they? So I guess
they've been in films. And I mean, the comic books never really stopped.
No.
Although apparently in the new comic books are like ultra violent. So
Hasn't that always been the case?
I don't know. I've never really read any of it. My extensive knowledge of the Turtles comes from the animated series back in the 90s. And the movies. Because, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Turtles in Time? No? Nothing?
No, yeah, I got it. I smiled, that's all you get.
Also, this is quite possibly the bustiest rendition of April I have ever seen in my life. Alright, well, video games, boys. Well, on that extremely high note,
You're not gonna link?
if that's what you're interested in, Jose, it's the busty April photo.
He doesn't
Come
care
on, you
about
can't,
this.
you can't
He
just
just
say
wants
that
to
and not link. Use my fingers to type out Busty, April, Ninja Turtles.
I just linked it.
Plus-
You're gonna send him on a
Video
weird
Calm
internet
your- calm
journey.
your-
He's gonna
calm
take
your
hours to
face.
resurface.
Just linked it.
Ugh, Jesus. What the hell is that?
That is inhuman, but I'm okay with it, I guess.
So am I.
I'm a weak man.
Yeah. To be
It's like her spine is like bent at a 90-degree angle
Yeah, there's
to compensate for the massive.
To be fair, I did warn you. I did begin the linking of that with the fact that I said that it's the bustiest rendition.
It's
I've
not
ever
even it's
seen.
the bust. It's just the entire body structure. Hourglass.
Yeah, about that. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to episode 31. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, with something.
We do it every week.
Yeah.
We managed to get something going.
Yep. We'll see you guys next week. Take care, everybody.
Peace.